to our podcast. We'll figure something out. Hey, it's your hostess with the mostest, Sisters. I'm Amy.
And I'm Katie, and we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to like and subscribe. So, spring break?
Spring break's
Question
coming
mark?
up. Spring break's coming up.
Okay, so what's the plan?
What's the plan? I don't know. My kids, I can't win.
Sounds like.
Right? Okay, so you've heard it. A little bit?
I don't know. I heard one was upset.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty upset. Because last I heard was SeaWorld.
Yes.
San Diego.
Yes.
And I mean, the bikini was already in the cart. The
That
bikini
is true.
was
That is true.
the cart.
The bikini was in the cart.
Ready to go. That's last I heard.
So it's been like a back and forth thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we thought about they wanted to go camping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have we could borrow a tent trailer, but I'm like,
but you X'd out
like we've talked about, we don't do camping like that.
Mm-mm.
Not happening. I've looked at the glamping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the glamping, there's no bathroom in the
like the one I sent you.
Yeah, I've never.
No
it's like a tent.
It wasn't like a cabin-y thing.
No, I couldn't find one like that. Kind of weird. Anyway, so I have been literally on the internet, on my phone.
Googling it.
Just Googling that. And then Allie's got me on the Hawaii
Oh, yeah.
her after graduation trip. So I'm trying to Google both trips right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out, changing dates and whatnot. Anyways. So I even looked at maybe renting an RV. Because sometimes you can rent an RV and they can put it in your spot and
like
have
it's
it ready so you don't have to pull it,
Mm-hmm.
And then it was pretty expensive.
To do that.
Yeah. And then you start to think, well, maybe we'll just buy a trailer.
At that point,
You know what I'm saying?
fully commit.
Fully
Full
commit,
send.
So I was trying to get like maybe Fort Bragg or around there just so I can get everybody happy. We got the beach and we got camping.
And you know that you're surrounding, you know what's there and what's everything going on.
But my thing is we do the same thing all the time. Okay? All the time. Yeah. So it's always amusement parks or Fort Bragg or something like that, So I thought about Disneyland. Mm-hmm. Maybe doing just a one-day trip,
Because you can do it. We've done it.
Just a one-day trip. I got Disney points. Probably enough to cover tickets for one day. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're older, like, you guys can bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Because that's what me and Brian did the one time. We flew down, went to Disneyland and California Adventure. We did the park hopper in one day. And I rode more rides in that than a 3-day trip ever.
See? But now, though, it's the napping situation.
Your adult kids?
No, like the adult husbands.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about them. They have to take their men nap.
Yeah. But no, it's like my problem is I do the thing. It's probably not good, but I talk out loud.
Same.
Like I mentioned Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Allie's like, yeah, Disneyland. And then Brody's like, Brody doesn't want to go. He's like, I don't want to go to amusement park. He doesn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we're like, what can we do? I even like, dude, let's drive to Colorado. I don't know. That's dumb. But
what's there?
Just go back to our old stomping grounds.
Yeah, that's cool.
We thought,
just get in the car and go.
And that's what Morgan's like, why don't we just get in the car and just go? So anyways, we were prom dress shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom mentions SeaWorld. Mm-hmm. She was the one that mentioned it. So I was like, okay, well Morgan's always wanted to go to San Diego.
And Allie's wanted to go to San
Everybody's
Diego.
wanted to go. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe. And so I sent it to Morgan. We're like, oh, yeah. And it was like a good deal.
Smoking deal
for only a couple hours, And kind of like, so that's when the bathing suit went in the shopping cart.
That's when it was full send. Tried it on over the clothes in the store.
But it was not like a for sure thing. It was like Morgan said, let's talk about it when we get home. Let's figure something out.
The problem was there was too many details.
Yeah.
And it was fully committed.
That's
what happened.
Yeah.
There's too many details, too much excitement, and it's like, okay, we're doing it.
Yeah.
And that's how the brain works.
That's
for some.
For some, yes. So we got home, we started thinking about it, and then I was just like, I don't don't want to drive 8 hours. That's a long drive. And I think when we drove up softball for Trinity, I think that's why my back hurt.
I think you have PTSD from the Reno trip.
Probably.
Just traveling in general.
Probably.
And then being alone and having to do all that with the snow and stuff. So it's just like, I get it.
It's just a long
drive. I hate
drive.
driving in the car to begin with.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a long drive. And then I feel like, you know, and then we're like, oh, maybe we'll fly. Well, flying
to San Diego?
Yeah. And I was flying.
That a thing?
I think, yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. I never put two and two together.
And I'm like, well, it's just.
Did you look into flights?
Not real. I mean, I think Morgan did, expensive. But it's expensive.
It's expensive to go to LA.
And we were just thinking, okay, price wise, there, you know. We were both like, we don't want to drive. You know. So we just kind of like slept on it, you know, and then I had always thought Yosemite, just because I was like, I know, a national park. There's tons of waterfalls. You know, there's even rafting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That kind of stuff is fun.
Yeah. So I thought Brody likes to hike. Allie not so much.
Yeah.
You know, but just being outdoor. You know what I'm saying? Outdoors and like not. It's a 3-hour drive.
I was gonna say, well, how long is that?
3-hour drive compared to a 8-hour drive. You know what I'm saying? Actually more than 8 hours. So, that was my first original thought after I had figured out, after I talked about the Fort Bragg. I started to look into that just to do something different. And then, so that, people knew that. The family had heard about that plan. Okay. So I've never stayed in an Airbnb. I've never done that before, you know, so I've been very scared about doing it, you know. So anyways, I was like looking at hotels, and then I was trying to find cabins that had, you know,
unique things that it's like, so
you know
it's something different.
It's not staying in a hotel, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just looking up stuff, and I found a house. It's in a gated community.
Rich.
On its own private lake.
Rich.
Yeah. So, awesome, pretty house. And it's like in the forest sort of situation.
Like Yogi Bear status?
I mean, I told them all that because so the lady is like, even gave us like an itinerary of things to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
like
cool.
It was like,
I like that.
Really cool.
I hate going somewhere and wasting my time because I don't know what, you know what I mean? And then having to Google, it's overwhelming. I'm overwhelmed.
I literally got, like, she's been really sweet, and she's like, telling us places to go. And then she also said that there was a mountain lion and bear sighting in the air, like in the area. So I told you said Yogi Bear. So I told the kids that, you know, there's like, you know, I'm trying to get them excited, right? So anyways, I found the private lake has kayaks to rent.
That's cool.
Has paddle boards.
Sound about that
kind of stuff. Other little boat things that you can rent. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just. And then there's hiking trails in that area, and then there's a cool downtown. It's just something different. Something different.
I get it.
So I talked to Morgan about it, and then we're like, okay, do we stay 2 full days or do we do 3 full days?
Depending on how much stuff there is to do.
So much, you know, and it's 30. I think it said it was 24 miles from Yosemite, the national park.
It's not bad.
So like, you know, you can go there or you could stay. You know, I don't know. We don't even know what we're gonna do. So we're doing a Monday to Friday, which I mentioned that to Brody, and he's like, Monday to Friday.
Like, he thinks he's going to school.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like,
the reason,
dude.
Like, this one's kind of based off him because he's the one that's been wanting to go be outside and go hiking anyway. So for you to act like that,
Brody. So, anyways, yeah. So then I hear Allie's all ticked off, but like, I can't make everybody happy.
Yeah, it's hard because they are two different. But it's like, I don't know. That's a hard one.
we always go. We've been to the beach a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To the beach.
You know what I'm saying? So let's change it up.
Yeah. Because you guys, if you went to SeaWorld, you guys were going to do like a beach day.
Beach day, SeaWorld, yeah. And then Birdie's like, I don't even want to ride rides. I don't even like riding rides.
Oh, that's funny. Because when you go to Disneyland, he has fun time. Fun time.
Yeah. So I don't, why not try something different?
Yeah. I get it.
It's better than, Morgan wasn't even, Morgan, if he didn't have time off, we wouldn't be doing anything. We'd be just sitting at home.
You guys not always went on spring break.
No.
You kind of just started.
Yeah. And Allie would give me crap because we would never do anything on spring break because Morgan worked. And she said, my friend's going here, my friend's going here. And I'm like, so really, we didn't do anything last year, I don't think.
Universal last year?
No, Universal was the year before.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where have I been?
I don't know.
I've been gone for like 3 years.
Yeah.
My mind's been gone for about 3 years. Not gonna lie.
See ya.
That wasn't last year?
No. It was the year before, yeah.
Huh.
Strange.
You guys didn't do anything last year?
I don't think so.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, we never did spring break.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I get it. I think it's neat to do it. At least do like something for a couple days or, do something. But I get it. The thing is, I think once they get there and because you guys always have so much fun as your family.
Yeah, that's what we keep trying to tell them.
Like, once you're there, you're going to love, like, Al will love doing the kayaking. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. But I get where
she's probably going to pretend like she doesn't.
She's going to, my thing is where I got kind of sad because she was, like, so hyped up about the trip. She even was talking about how excited she was just to be in the car with you guys. You remember hearing her say that? She's like, because she was talking about her and Brody being, like, getting along so well now because like they're both like at a different age and she's like, I don't even care about being in the car so long because we go make it fun. And I'm like, that's pretty sweet to say that. So that's like where my little heart's like, oh, that's kind of sad. I get where she's like being like, I don't want to do that. I get it.
But she got 3 hours to make it fun.
3 hours. That's fun.
So yeah, that's what so that's our plan. And we'll check back with you and
you'll find out where we really went.
We'll find out really what happened, so
So you booked it though?
It's booked.
Oh, so that's where you're going.
Oh, it's going. Oh. Yeah, it's happening.
Okay.
It's happening, but I'll just get back to see if they actually
So do you got to get
enjoy
a new
it.
bikini?
I don't think there's really like
is the lake hot or cold?
I don't think it's going to be hot.
Oh.
So it's more of just a
Is it a swimmable lake or is it one of those like
No, I think it's a swimmable lake.
Lakes?
No, I think it's a swimmable lake.
Well, I would think if you could do
they probably will. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Because kayaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to sound like Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
Like money, 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 money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we just went to Trinity.
No, I get it, yeah.
And paid that. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. Life's expensive.
Just bought a prom dress.
Anything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta take out a loan for life.
Yeah. Like, I don't think, kids don't understand that.
No,
so, I still wanted to do something, but something that's not going to cost an arm and a leg. Mm-hmm. And, we can do meals at the house too.
Oh, yeah.
Like breakfast and stuff. Yeah. So, like I said, we've never done something like that. So why not change it up, get out of our comfort zone, and do something cool like that? Mm-hmm. I think it'll be fun.
Well, it kind of reminds you of like Tahoe.
Yeah, and I looked at Tahoe houses too.
But right now is a weird season because they're transitioning from summer or winter, and then into summer, and stuff's all closed.
All closed. Okay.
Because we went in May.
Yeah.
And nothing was open for summer, but everything was closed for winter. And I'm like, this is so dumb. We can't even do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it reminds me of, where you could do like paddle boats.
Yeah.
You could rent kayaks and.
They even had a place where you can gold pining. Or gold. Is that called gold pining?
She will be down there
looking
for gold. Mining for gold.
Mining for gold pining.
Gold mining. Gold mining.
Gold.
I'm saying she a gold digger.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
There's just a whole bunch of things we can do.
It's just getting out of the house. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So I think it will be fun.
No, it'll be fun. For sure.
We still can do a San Diego trip some other time. You know what I'm saying? But that was literally like a a 6-hour talk.
6 hours.
Of you know what I'm saying, San Diego? Yeah. It wasn't just like we've been talking about it for a week and then said no. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
like, I hadn't even went home to talk to Morgan about it.
I get it. Yeah. But the bikini was in the cart.
Oh, my gosh.
The bikini was in the
bikini was in the... Oh, and I have a graduation party.
A double. Not just a one.
Double.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Like, it is a... They say the senior year is the most expensive year, but, I mean, like, I'd say the high school year is the most expensive years, you know. So...
I get it.
And, you know, I don't know where softball playoffs are going to be. I don't know.
Yeah, you may have to travel and stay the night somewhere.
You know,
we don't know nothing yet.
I don't know nothing. I gotta drive myself up to Portola again because we got a double header.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was any more far away ones.
No, it's May something. I'm hoping there's no snow.
Yeah, maybe since it's not gonna
be. Yeah, because that one will cost me another $1,000.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No. I don't want to go, and I don't think Morgan can go.
Is it during the week?
It's a Friday, but he works that Friday, yeah.
Well, maybe we'll all just go.
Yeah. And I'll stay up and I guess it's still a little story time.
Story time.
Just a little quick story time about Reno.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to take a bus to Portola for the marathon basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus drivers didn't feel comfortable driving, or they didn't want to, which it's smart that they didn't take the buses up there.
Yeah, it's very smart. But at that point, it's probably like we probably shouldn't just not go.
Yeah, so it was more of like if you can't take your kid and some kids to go up there, we have to forfeit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take them up there. And I looked at the weather, just supposed to be raining.
Yeah.
Said nothing about snow. Whatever.
Not cold enough for snow.
So I got the brand new car.
Brand new wheels.
Literally had it for like a month. And it's not 4-wheel drive and it's not all-wheel drive.
See, I didn't know what the all-wheel drive
I don't understand it all anyways.
Is that the
where all wheels
front?
Go? For like a traction.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. But anyways, why would I think I bought a car like that because I don't go in the snow. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because you have a truck.
I have a truck.
Typically, if you have a truck, you don't care
about. So there
was
a discussion like, oh, maybe I'll take the truck just in case. I'm like, I want the heated seats. I'm driving a long ways. I don't want to drive the truck. Anyways, drive the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we take the drive, and I take one of Allie's friends, and we're going along. We're good. We got
trucking along.
We left at a good time, way before everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, so I want to get there and I don't want to stress out, whatever. We hit a little bit of snow on the road, totally fine, right? I mean, that's fine. Getting a little more so snowing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean snowing to where I'm stressing a little bit and there's snow all over the road. And a couple times I fishtail. I'm sliding around. Yeah. And all I am is just praying, dude. That
was on the way there.
On the way there. Just get me there. I don't know what to do. So I think they were both sleeping. I am pitting out. I'm shaking like this at the wheel trying to get to Portola because I'm fishtailing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm freaking out because you're on a cannon.
Yeah.
And that's how you say it? Canyon? And anyways, we did make it. A little break of the snow, and then it didn't snow in Portola, which was weird. But they started to say that it was snowing more, and to get home, that I was probably going to have to get chains. So I missed, I think, the first quarter of Allie's game because
you had to leave to go find
I had to leave to go, so I went to Les Schwab to go find change, and then the guy there told me, he said, he's like, honestly, I think you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, I'll be fine, because they said it was going to stop snowing or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You'll make it home. And while we were at the game, they said that there was a rock slide on 70 and you couldn't get through. So it's either go towards Reno and come around or stay the night there.
That's like stuff in movies, rock slides, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I never really heard of it being like real life,
So I'm just like frustrated because I'm like, what are we going to do? So that was a fun excursion. That was a fun night though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
went to Walmart,
so
dropped some money at Walmart.
So you ended up going to Reno.
We ended up going to Reno. Dropped some money at Walmart. Got matching pajamas. She had to play some games at Circus Circus. You know what I'm saying? And then I woke up the next morning and they were saying the road that we're going to have to go is what I require chains. Yeah. You know? And so I'm still just like, Allie wanted to get home to her concert.
Oh, yeah, she had a concert that day.
If I would have stayed a little longer, they would have said no, restricted. I wouldn't even went and bought chains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to get her home. Mm-hmm. So, found a place that finally has chains for my car, $200. I'm like, so if I don't use them, I can take them back.
When are you ever going to use chains?
But just to have them in my car to get home,
no, I would
have just taken them back. Didn't use them. Anyways, they were stopping cars and looking at cars, and they were kind of waving us on, but I probably shouldn't have even asked. Mm-hmm. But I asked, am I going to be okay? And he said, do you have all-wheel drive? I said, no. And he says, you're going to have to pull over, buy chains, and put them on. So my thinking, I'm going to get up there and there's going to be just snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, me and I had to put chains on a car.
I mean, I'm sorry. That is friggin' badass. Sorry.
A guy came up and was like, do you want us, you want help?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's really nice.
Yeah.
$60. So
I heard that. Dad was telling me that. And I'm like, what kind of man sees two women? You know what I'm saying? You guys don't look like you're going to be able to put chains on.
He looked like he was in a snow truck, like he was there to help people that needed the help.
And I know, okay, whatever. I know that's your business. You're trying to make money. But have a kind heart. You see people, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like me. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I have no idea where to start.
Mind you, I don't have cash on. I think I had a little bit of cash on me because concession stand.
Right.
I'm not going to Reno. Like, you have cash on me.
Just put them on for you. It's going to take them like probably 5 to 10 minutes to put them on.
So I literally looked to see if I had $60. So I'm like, I'll just do it, whatever, at this point. Yeah. So I'd have been another $60 in. Anyways, honestly, I don't know what would have been a good choice.
Yeah.
So we get them on and we drive, and we're driving really slow because that's what Dad said. Drive really slow. Mm-hmm. And we're driving slow, and it's like bumper to bumper. And then
So was there snow on the ground?
Not one drop of snow on the road.
So then why did they tell you to put chains on
the road? So we actually get to another spot where they're stopping cars. And he even looks that I have chains on. So he goes on. So I'm like, we're getting ready to get into some snow. I'm kind of stressing driving, right?
Yeah, this is going to get real.
Yeah. So cars are starting to pick up a little faster. So I get like in these slowest links. I got these chains on and I'm not, but I'm not going the speed limit, and I'm barely going, but it's like you can hear the chains, right? Mm-hmm. You can hear them, and like there's no snow, so I'm waiting for the snow.
Like, at what point is there going to be snow?
And then all of a sudden I hear this really loud noise, and then it's just like boom, 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 and I go, Allie, that does not sound good. So we pull over, and I'm talking, before I even got out, I'm talking to Dad. I'm like, there's no snow. I need to ask where we were. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you're past where there would be snow. Past.
So you were driving with these chains on for how long?
Who knows? 20.
Because at some point, there's going to be snow somewhere, you're thinking. Yeah. And you can't get... How unsafe is it to go off the side of the road and try to put chains on like that?
That was my thing, too. I didn't want to get on the side of the road. And so I get out and I see that the chains had damaged my car. Meltdown. Brand new car, dude. Dude, poor Allie. I was hysterical, just bawling all the way home. All the way home.
You're like, you can't even trust nobody.
No.
Trust nobody.
No. So I think $300 room in Walmart because we had nothing.
Because you had to buy stuff like.
Yeah. $200 chains. Okay. Oh, I mean, eating and all that stuff too. And then $1,000 to fix the car. $1,000 to fix the car. So yeah, Mr. Krabs, money is me, right?
I mean, like I said, I probably wouldn't want to go on a trip again.
It's very like I am like stressing out about going to Portola again.
I mean, at this point, I don't think there should be.
I wouldn't think
I mean, on the plus side, you got chains.
Yeah.
So whatevs.
Whatevs. I know we actually, when we went to Trinity for softball, we were like, is there going to be snow? Mm-hmm. We don't know. So we really thought about taking the truck, but it was us 4 going, and it was more comfortable being in the car, which we were totally fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably why it's been a crazy couple months.
Yeah.
With that situation. So we want to do a trip, but we don't want to spend all the money, and it will be fine.
I think it'll be fine. No matter what you guys do, you'll be fine. You eat some good food.
Yeah.
Is there good places to eat there?
Yes. It's like a whole cool looking downtown thing, cool. And yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
I think so too.
It'll be a good time.
I think so too. They just need to buck it up. So yeah. No. So yeah, Trinity was fun though. Trinity was fun. And there was not very many hotels.
Oh yeah, huh?
Like
it was a small town.
Yeah. So
is it Weaverville? Is that what it is?
Weaverville, yeah. So there was a hotel, whatever, it worked. 2 beds,
Mm-hmm.
So we're laying in bed. Okay. For some reason, we're butt to butt.
Did he have underwear on that night?
I hope so. We're butt to butt, and kind of he lets out a fart.
No.
Okay. Lets out a fart, and I'm like, he just farted into my butt. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Not the fart to the butt.
Right? Like how do you do that?
Transfer to fart.
Yeah. So the next morning,
what did he say?
He didn't know.
Oh, in the middle of the night. Isn't that strange?
That they don't
no, there'll be like pressure.
It was like pressure
where I could hear him like to the fart.
Yeah.
And dead asleep.
Dead asleep.
Never in my life.
Doesn't wake him up.
And I'm like, well, now I'm awake.
Yeah, now I'm awake. Well, no. So I wake up the next morning and I have to tell them, both Brody
didn't hear that?
No. Because they were talking about, because they just let loose on the farts. And I'm just like, dude, you guys,
what do they say, like, when the girls leave, they always say?
Take shirts off and toot.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Take shirts off and toot.
But I told him what he did. And I said, you literally transferred your fart. I'm like, well, now I got a fart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, it was just butt CPR.
Where did he hear that?
I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't.
He's funny though.
He's funny. He says stupid stuff.
Like he probably could have been a stand-up comedian.
Really?
Because he does like.
Honestly, probably still could be.
Because it's like he will just say something out of like nowhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
How did you even come up with that? He also has information about everything.
He's literally a walking dictionary. Encyclopedia.
Yes, exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. I don't even know where he gets his information.
I don't know.
And Brody's the same way.
Like if I need to know something, instead of having to Google, I'm just gonna ask him.
Sometimes I wonder if he just makes it up. Just whatever.
We need to fact check him.
You fact check him. Yeah.
Fact check him.
So like Brody's the same thing. Like yesterday, he's like, "Hey," I almost said, "Hey, Amy. Hey, Mom. Did you know that they got the direwolf out of extinction?"
What is that?
Well, it's on Game of Thrones. Direwolf.
Is it a real thing?
It's a real thing. So I guess
some kind of wolf.
It's a
like a breed of a wolf.
I wish we had your phone so we can Google it, but it was like I don't know how many hundreds of years. Like mammoth status, like hundreds of years, like
it's a thing.
It's a thing, and I was like, no, they didn't. So like they legit pulled
something out
like
of
a Jurassic World, a Jurassic Park, where they brought dinosaurs back. They literally scientists.
How?
I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. I wasn't listening. It just came off TikTok.
He's funny.
He's freaking funny,
He's
dude.
So funny.
He is so funny. And he was talking to somebody, and they, I guess they had been trying to do it, and like skulls, where they're at, like with the heat or whatever, they can't get the DNA from it, sort of thing. But they found a tooth and a skull in the bed of I think they said like a river kind of thing, to where their heat wasn't getting to it, so they were able to make it. So it's all now. Now you get on TikTok. That's all you're gonna see.
So they found these bones, got the bones together, and made something.
Well, the scientists made the DNA
from the bones.
Yeah, and the tooth. Yeah,
and then like made an egg.
I don't know. I'll have to really look at that.
No, there's just so many questions.
It is. It's really weird.
Because you can't just like poof, there it is.
Yeah, no, we need.
So like they have to hatch it.
Yeah.
Or if it doesn't, it's not something that hatches.
I mean, what did Jurassic World? What did Jurassic Park do?
I don't know. I didn't watch those things. Oh. I don't know. I'm just really curious now.
But like literally, you'll look at it. They're literally did a Jurassic Park thing. Where
so
they
is
just
there
brought
like
a animal
one
back.
that's an adult now, or are they?
I don't know.
Are they still working on it?
I think they actually have it though. Like
meow meow.
Yeah.
It's like big.
Yes.
I gotta know.
You gotta look at it, and then I start to think like, why would we bring something back that extinct that long ago? Like, I start to think, well, God made it extinct for a reason. Do you get what I'm saying?
So why? Are
I mean, I know it's very sad.
Why are we?
But
there's a reason why that one needed to be extinct. Probably for something else to survive for a certain.
Well, Brody's
reason.
like, I want one, and I'm like, we're not gonna have a dire wolf. And he's like, it's literally like a husky to a wolf. Is
like
what
a dog.
Is what he's saying. Yeah.
Huh.
But I'm just like.
But yeah. So why aren't we using that smartness for something? I gotta see it though.
You got
because I'm just
like
curious.
what? No.
But yeah, why are we wasting our time doing that?
Bringing back a dire wolf when we could maybe use all those resources on curing cancer,
anything,
or curing
any kind of disease.
I think we need to put our resources somewhere else. I don't know. I really know. I would like to know.
So are they gonna bring dinosaurs back again?
Maybe they're working on it. Why though?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't want a T-Rex coming down here in Landing.
Raptor?
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I don't want to be on 99 and I'm passing a freaking.
Get a stop at the light to make sure all the dinosaurs pass.
No, I don't want to do that.
I don't know about it.
I don't know about.
They're not here for a reason.
Exactly.
I'm scared if we're gonna start just bringing everything back.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the way.
So then, if you can do that, can you do it with people? How does that work?
Why not?
What do you think?
Well, yeah.
If you take somebody's tooth from a DNA,
can you bring them back?
The wipes.
But maybe it wouldn't be that same person. It would be
it would be in the
somebody
DNA,
that looks like you,
family wise.
Somebody that looks like you.
Yeah. I couldn't see why not.
Because if I passed away and somebody took my DNA and they tried to do that,
yeah, I wouldn't think it would be exactly you.
But it could be somebody that looks like me.
Same blood.
That's
wild.
That's weird.
You start thinking about stuff. Like, I don't have time to think about stuff in my brain. I don't have enough capacity in my brain.
No, we don't have a podcast long enough for that.
Oh, that's a rabbit hole.
Good Lord. I didn't really think about that until you said that.
I'm sure they've tried. You know?
Yeah.
Mind blown
right now, dude. Mind blown. I don't know. Maybe give you your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
You know, sometimes you're just sitting there and you just start like Googling the most randomest stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then you get lost.
Like, how tall was Jesus?
Wait, what? How tall was he? Do you know?
I don't know.
I'm curious.
I think he was pretty tall.
I think he was a good sized man.
Yeah, he was.
He was no like 5 foot shorty Mick.
He was. He did not have short man syndrome.
No.
Nope.
Because I mean, when he was on the cross, that cross was a big old
cross.
Yeah. And he was.
He was pretty tall. We'll have to Google that.
We got to Google that one.
Now I'm curious. Yeah.
Now I gotta know how big the cross was.
Yeah. No, I think I remember Googling it one time, and he was pretty tall. I'll actually tell you the truth. I think Mr. Morgan Google told me he was tall.
Google Docs.
I think he probably Googled it.
If I had my phone, I'd Google it.
Yeah. Crazy.
See, you just start thinking about things.
Crazy. I don't know why.
And it's like, why am I doing this?
Nope.
What does it matter at the end of the day? It doesn't.
Is Sasquatch real?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
There's a lot of believers in it. And then when you listen to their stories, you almost think like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I've never read about it, so I can't say what my thoughts are on it.
What about when
I think the merch is cool.
The
Sasquatch merch.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, when we were at prom dress shopping, and I said, "Oh, that's the place where you could pet a chupacabra."
Chupacabra. And I was like, "What?"
Alex like, "Mom, that's a mythical creature." I said, "No, not a chupacabra, a capybara."
That's the things you were so serious.
I was
like, oh, there's that place with the chupacabra, and I was like, chupacabra.
She's like, "Yeah, they got Loch Ness monsters in there too."
It almost had me question like, is chupacabra real?
Yeah, I don't know. So dumb, you know.
Yeah,
I just bought that prom dress, so I was like, didn't know what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know. There's just too much to think about in this life.
Yeah.
Whirlwind.
Yep. Life is crazy, dude.
So wild. So I was thinking the other day of like, this is so random.
Oh God. It's so random. It's a party, get down so random.
Show?
What was it called? So Random?
So Random. It was like a bit off of a show.
Who was
It wasn't a full like 30-minute show. It was Demi Lovato.
Okay.
And then the one blonde kid.
Okay. Yep. That was a good one.
What was the one we'd always say about the socks? Socks and sandals.
What? Is
that
what it's from?
Sandals. Yeah.
Ketchup on everything.
Ketchup on everything. That's exactly.
Ketchup on everything.
That was a good show.
That was a good one.
That's the stuff they need to bring back. That makes you laugh. That makes so you laugh, stupid.
Dude. Yes.
Because this world is so sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you just want to laugh.
Stop.
Dude. Laughter's the best medicine. Period.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
Period.
I don't know what I was thinking. Desserts. That's what I was thinking.
Dessert wine is out.
Dessert wine is out. No,
we were talking about desserts, and then we got on so random. It's a party. Okay.
I was thinking about desserts, and I was like thinking, I don't even know what your favorite dessert is. I don't know why. I was walking. I was thinking about dessert. And that's why I'm walking, because that's all I do is dessert.
Think about desserts. What about that TikTok when it's like chocolate chip cookie?
I'm supposed to twerk as hard as you can. We gotta do that.
I know, dude.
No, and then I'm like I know you so well, but I'm like, I couldn't be like, I don't know what her favorite dessert is.
I really don't know.
Oh, because like you like a lot of different things, but you're not one that's like, that's her fave.
You know what's funny is I used to really like chocolate cake.
See, that's what I thought originally.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. But then I'm like, it's kind of boring.
It is boring. And since COVID, chocolate tastes different to me. It's not like a good chocolate. But now, funfetti, I could do funfetti. But
banana cream pie?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not like... cheesecake is good.
See, I like cheesecake.
Yeah.
Cheesecake. But like a normal cheesecake or like where it has the stuff on it?
I don't like stuff on it.
I don't either.
Or like, if I do like the stuff on it, I don't like the actual cherry.
Neither.
Like maybe dip it in it, but not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, like a dipper.
Yeah.
Like I'm a fan of that too. But
like the bundt cakes from that place is good.
Nothing but.
I always say everything bundt cake. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, there's stuff. Good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What do you like? Because I honestly I don't.
See, that's what I started thinking.
Little Debbie's. But is that a dessert? That is just a snack.
It's the Little Deb brownies for me. They have the springtime ones.
I did see that. I almost bought you some, and then I
can't. I have no self-control. No self-control. Especially Christmas time.
Yeah.
When those trees come out, it's the brownies.
Yeah.
They come out.
Did you end up getting the Reese's peanut butter cup eggs at Target the other day?
No, I didn't. I would already eat the whole bag of those.
But I come across a dessert on TikTok with those.
First Easter?
Yeah, they had, it's a pie and a graham cracker pie.
I love a graham cracker crust.
Yes.
So I think this is what I suggest. I don't know. People probably think this is stupid, but I think it would be so good.
Yes.
So the banana cream pie.
Yeah.
But with a graham cracker crust.
What do we usually put on it?
A regular pie crust.
Oh.
And I don't like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I'm not a pie girly.
Okay.
But wouldn't that be
with that would be good. Like, that would be good.
That should be the next time you make a banana cream pie, Mom.
Yeah. But they said this was a 4-ingredient, so it was the graham cracker crust pie, which you buy at the store. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So in their little KitchenAid, is that what it's called?
You got a KitchenAid?
I don't. I don't know where to put one at.
No, it's the coolest, convenient thing. Except for how big it is. You can do so much with it.
So, it was a small thing of Cool Whip, softened, a block of cream cheese softened, and you took those eggs and you crinkled them up, whipped that together, and then you put it. That was your pie. And then she said you can crumble some and make a little crumble, or you could drizzle chocolate on there, or she put the 2 little eggs so it looked like little bunny ears. But and then I think she said she had it let it sit in the fridge for like an hour before you can eat it. But
that sounds.
I thought about you because those Reese's. It was the next day.
There was something about, I don't know why, there was something about those like little ones being in that package. I don't know why.
I think because you eat them, they're little. Doesn't count.
But there's something about the Reese's when they're shaped like something. They taste better. 100 times better.
I agree.
I don't know what that's about. I agree.
Like Santa.
Yes.
Is Santa? No, that's a Kit Kat.
Oh, Santa. Something about those Kit Kats.
Yeah.
I don't even like Kit Kats, but when it's shaped, there's ones that shape like bunnies right now. They're probably so good. No, my problem is cookie dough.
Oh, I haven't had cookie dough in a long time.
So, this is the problem. I found them where it comes in a little cup with a lid. And they're bite-sized cookie doughs.
Yeah. So they are to eat like that.
Yeah, edible cookie doughs. Yeah. Which I don't even care. I'll eat whatever.
Yeah.
But
raw eggs, whatever.
Whatevs. You can either get them at Walmart or Winco.
Okay.
You just put them in your mouth. The problem is I can't just eat a couple. I gotta eat the whole thing. Then come to find out when my friends told me they have cookie dough at Crumble.
Oh, I still haven't tried that. You can't order it online like when you do an online order.
I've never even done an online order.
You just do it and you can pick it up real quick. But they're really quick anyway, so I don't know why.
Yeah. That is good. That's some good cookie dough right there.
I gotta try that.
I love cookie dough.
I gotta try that. Speaking of crumble, you see with
this week's
Kardashians? But are you seeing the reviews of them?
Yes. The Kourtney one?
Yes, dude.
Well, no crap, it's not. There's
nobody likes it, dude.
Freaking sugar in it.
Nobody likes it, and you know those cakes are more expensive. But what's funny out of all those? I think Chris's looks the best. A yellow cake.
Did you see the people that drew them up that look like they're wearing a dress that matches the cake?
Are you serious?
It's cute. Like Kylie's is a pink dress with like the sprinkles in it. It's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I think Kim's Snickerdoodle one.
Yeah, that one looks good. Chloe's looks good. Is it ice cream on top or is it just like a frosting?
I don't know. It's the cookie and cream one.
Yeah.
Well, Kindle's is like a cookie dough one, huh?
Yeah, it was.
It looks like a good 4-packer. Can you get it in a 4-pack?
You can get a 4-pack. You can get a 4-pack, but you're not going to get them all. But
I've never had their cake, so I don't know if I'm really a big fan of the cake.
See, Morgan, he doesn't want to try any of that. He just wants the classic chocolate chip cookie.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Warmed.
Because it's salty.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of sweet and salt. There should not be a salt on top of a cookie.
See, I like that. That's weird. I like that.
The only thing that I like is that salted caramel Twix. That's the only thing.
And you know what? I think I've only changed that since I've had COVID. Because I think salt is better. I got to salt everything. That's why I'm all blowed up.
Same. Sodium.
Physically, don't bloat.
Physically, don't bloat. Did you ever finally watch that?
No, I was looking at that video.
What?
Because I was videoing her in her dress, and she was kicking and stuff, and we're like, you can spread your legs. And you're like, have you watched that movie?
Oh, is it on the video?
Yeah, I go, you have to watch it tonight.
I'm going to have to watch it.
I guarantee you she didn't watch it.
Bridesmaids is a good movie.
She's probably pouting about SeaWorld.
It's okay. So, yeah, I don't know why I started thinking about desserts, and then I started thinking about ice cream trucks. Is that still a thing?
I think so. During the summertime, I think they go like at the park.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go through there.
Like, what would be your jam to get on it out from it?
I mean, nowadays nothing. I don't know. They look weird.
They look weird.
Like I think Allie got like a SpongeBob one time, and it looked like it was freezer burnt, sort of. You know what I'm saying? But no, like back in the day, probably just a classic fudgesicle.
You are a fudgesicle girl.
Yeah,
you are.
I think a fudgesicle
truck.
Yeah, or a vanilla with like the crunch, like a crunch bar. That was called
a drumstick. No,
bar. Like it's like a fudgesicle, but it's the vanilla ice cream with the hard shell.
Yes.
Crunch bar.
Yeah. No, I was a Powerpuff Girl.
You were. I remember that.
Powerpuff Girl, and then if not, SpongeBob.
Yes,
always.
Yes.
But yeah, I think they're definitely
those are more
now.
of a fruity.
I just don't know if they have that anymore. Like I remember we used to chase it around town because it'd always go by GK's.
Yeah,
and we would
I
knew their route.
Yeah, I don't think it like goes through town anymore, but I think it just kind of just does like the parks sort of thing, which is really weird.
Kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
I honestly haven't even heard it
because like
go
how
by.
do you not get to go to the ice cream truck?
I think I've heard it go by here before, but not like. I don't know. Now I'm interested to see now that the weather's good if the ice cream truck goes by.
I remember like the park in Orville that they like during games they always would have one.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, I wonder if they still do. I'm sure because obviously that's where you're gonna make your money when there's
a
bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, do they like roam the streets anymore? Like,
I don't know.
Like, get yourself a. You know what they need? It's like a Dutch Bros van.
Yes.
That's what they need.
Yes.
I know that's like totally random, but
that was random.
It was just like I gotta really think of things.
Yeah,
and I was.
That's what was going on when you were walking,
thinking about sweets, and I just had to get it out.
Yeah. So
it's probably a good old wrap up of the pod this week.
That's a good wrap up.
There's lots of yapping and
there's lots of yapping.
I know that. This pod's been a little random.
Very random. But that's us. And we'll figure something out. We go bounce and bounce and bounce. We
like a bounce ball. You know?
Yeah.
We're just all over the place.
All over the place.
But whatevs.
All over the place.
It's fun to do. So that's a wrap on
this week's
pod.
Yes. It is spring break next week. And I gotta get through the spring break, I guess.
Gotta have a family fun time.
We will not have a podcast next Friday. No. So I mean, sorry guys.
Have a little break from us.
Yeah. You might be happy to have a good break, or you may be sorry you missed us for a week.
Or maybe catch up on ones that you didn't get to finish or
watch.
watch.
That's a good reruns.
There you go, some reruns.
Be kind, rewind. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us and listening to our crazy talk.
And then our next pod, we could talk about how your trip was.
How the trip went. Yep.
That'll be a good one.
That will be a good one. Yep. So enjoy spring break and enjoy Easter.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because we'll come back after Easter, right? Yeah.
Catch you on the flip side.
See you later.